All right, folks. Today is all about removing the automatic body controller ABC out of this 2003 Mercedes. This is the cooler for the fluid for the ABC. What you see are a lot of the hoses that have been removed. This is one of the distribution blocks. This is the control pump. You can see all the motors and valves on it. Took it out. This is a reservoir. It's actually got a diaphragm in it that holds pressure to meet immediate needs. Now what you got to understand is all this was working perfectly on this car. Not a single problem. But I'm going to be installing these Yellow Spring Racing high performance suspension. A little more than the Strutmasters, but very adjustable. They're adjustable coilovers. So it's a much more designable, tunable system. So I've got these. Now, the engine's clearly not done, but I'm still waiting for parts. And there'll be some videos on that. Now, here are the two front struts that came out of it. This one came out of the passenger side, driver's side. Like I said, they're not leaking. They're in great condition. They had new fluid in them for a good year. They had a new filter. So they're in really good shape. Hopefully somebody will be able to benefit from them. And these things are expensive. Oh my God. No. They're expensive. They're seriously expensive pieces of hardware. And I mean, I think they're somewhere close to $1,000, and that's with the core charge. Now, the front part came out of here, and you can see there's still some pipes left. I don't know how to get them out. Quite honestly, I think they put the pipes in and then formed the car around the pipes. I may have to cut them out, but I'm going to get some advice to see if I can save them, because clearly these are very expensive pieces, but I'm not sure how to get them out. But they did come out. It took some work. We're looking at where it came out of the system, out of the car. I'm going to replace upper control arm, lower. You can see that some of these ball joints are really messed up. This one's not, that the other side is messed up. So I'm going to comment on, this is the electronics, the connector that goes to all four hydraulic valves. Taking the ones out in the front, easy peasy. As you can see, there's a little clip here on the inside. See where my nail is? And what you have to do is push the clip back. And what that requires is you slip a screwdriver into this space right here and then bend it back so this clip pulls back here. Now, it's not obvious. You'd think you'd be sort of squeezing this thing. Well, they don't squeeze. You put a screwdriver in there, a flathead. You bend it back, which bends this hooked area off of the rim of the shock. Didn't quite know that at first. You can see how it moves a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. So it was a bit of a challenge. Now, the rear shocks, trying to get the upper part off is, I would say, a nightmare. And I'm going to make a recommendation based upon this nightmare. You have to take, let me get the light set up. There we go. You have to take this cover off, which sits right there. It's easy to do. Just take a screwdriver and gently work and it pops right out. Nothing broke. The hard part is this clip that I showed you earlier. It's hard because you can see how limited the space is in here. I mean, it's really limited. But I went through a lot of hassle trying to get these clips off from in this space. And I gave it some thought and said, why am I bothering to do that? What a nightmare of a job to try to get this off the shock absorber. It's not going to be reinstalled. I think it was just a desire to get it done, to do a good job getting it done. And then there's the three 13mm nuts. Let's see if I can get them in the picture, that go on the top of the shock, which is true for all the shocks. So this is the driver's side and the passengers. I mean, the driver's side and the rear. I'm going to walk you around this side. Now, it took me, 20 minutes to get those off. What a waste of my life. Just a complete waste of my life. And I'll turn this light so it's facing that area a little bit better. See if we can get a little more light in here. And the only reason I bring this up is you see this foam that sits over the area for sound deadening right here. Well, once again, this cap sits there. Like I showed you on the other side, easy to come out, pops right out. Got these little clips. And then it's got the three nuts, which I showed you in the bag, which sit up in here. The problem is the connector, the electrical connector. And it's even hard to show. That's how much of a nut roll it is. Let's see if I can actually get it. I don't think I can. I'll come from the top. Let's see. Try to get a picture of it. Right there. You can see it. Tip of my finger. You see the wire coming over here. You see it go into the connector. And you can see that little opening there and a little opening here. And that's where you're supposed to stick the screwdriver in and spread the clips apart. Well, I thought of it and said, why am I spending so much time and energy trying to save this piece? I'm just going to cut the wires. Yeah, I know it's crude and rude, but this car's not getting the system installed again. And if somebody says, oh, I really want to install the system again, they're out of their minds. They're just simply out of their minds. So this is the part that really created the most hassle for me when I thought about the most. So I thought, might as well share it with people. Now, this clearly is not done. I've got a lot more work to do. You'll see some incremental pieces on this and how to get it done. And we'll go from there. Hope everybody's having a good day. I appreciate you watching the video. I hope it helps somebody. Remember to hit the like button if you can. YouTube keeps sending me things saying not enough people hit the like button. I'm going, I'm not doing it to get likes. I'm doing it to help people. But if you hit the like button, that'd be great. Bye. Oh, a little addition. This control valve here, incredibly expensive. I think it's $1,800. This one still works beautifully, like I said. No leaks, no problems. There are rebuild kits for this. They've got instructions on how to take them apart, how to rebuild them, how to put the seals in. Don't know how much they cost, but compared to, what, $1,800 for one of these assemblies? And realize there's two in this car. There's two of these little devils. One in the front, which is this one, and one in the rear. So if you're like me and you're going to save these parts, because like I said, it comes off a fully functioning ABC system, save them, rebuild them. And like I said, all this has been running very clean, new CHF 11S fluid. So these lines are all good. They're worth a lot of money. And I see no reason to gut them and cut them out, because there are a lot of these cars where people want to maintain the ABC system. It doesn't make any sense to destroy this expensive hardware, which, by the way, is in excellent shape. I must say, I'm very impressed at the quality of this 2003 ABC system. It's impressive. So just a thought, if you are taking apart a perfectly functioning ABC system on one of these cars, save the parts as best you can. There's no reason to destroy them. So I will see you in a bit. I don't know when a bit is, because I've got a ways to disassemble the rear. The fronts are obviously done. And, oh, I forgot to mention, so I've gotten some new suspension parts. Let's see, you can see how this, is that the one that ripped? No. Is this the one that's ripped? I think, yeah, this one's ripped. You can sort of see where it's ripped along here. And as long as I have it apart, I might as well get the new parts, control arms, upper control arm. I mean, the car is 20 years old. There's no reason to not do it. It's not going to get better. See, no, this is aluminum. This is aluminum. I believe this is, yeah, this is steel. So the upper one, this one are all aluminum. But you can see how torn that boot is, hopefully, in the video. And I shouldn't be able to move this around like this. It's obviously old. Yeah, I can even twist this around. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Oh, my God. I have nice brakes. I have good pad depth on this. Yeah, these are nice. They don't really have any lip at all here. So clean them up a little bit. Of course, on this car, everything, this has been bled. This car has had new fluids put everywhere. So it's all good. It looks good. More to come. Bye.